Just this past Wednesday, Florida State signed its second four-star quarterback of the 2022 class. AJ Duffy is a quote-unquote pro-style quarterback standing at about 6'2", 200 pounds, who is originally from California but is now an IMG kid. To get an idea of what Florida State fans can come to expect from this kid, I want to take a quick dive into his huddle film. And to help me do that, I'm bringing in none other than Adam Brown, my co-host over at the Triple Option series of videos.
All right, yeah, so, right away, I just like his base. Like, he's we've talked a lot about Jordan Travis, and he's just got a great base. His feet are underneath of him. He's up on the balls of his feet. He's very light-footed. He kind of just floats back there in the pocket.
Yeah, he does have good feet. Definitely good arm talent, too. I really like his delivery. It's smooth. There's very few, kinks in it. It just seems effortless.
I wish he'd get his elbow up a little bit more, and I think sometimes when he's throwing the ball down the field, and again, he's a sophomore in these clips, I think he tries to place the ball a little bit more. Like there, he did a good job of throwing it, but you see some other times when the ball's going down the field, he almost tries to place the ball in the receiver's hands, and I think sometimes you just got to throw it.
Yeah, I would say I saw a very similar thing, and it actually has to do with his base. He tries to modify the strength of his throw based off his legs and not his arm. Yeah. Which is kind of an odd thing to see. Yeah. But he won't fully step into it. He'll have a soft front leg if he's trying to throw a lighter pass over the top.
Some of those rhythm throws, like here, he stays flat-footed, and I feel like that's when his upper body gets off. When his lower, like you were saying, when his lower body is kind of not in rhythm. Yeah,
every once in a while he'll short stride. That was pretty good. He had a decent front side. What I'm talking about is sometimes quarterbacks when they're not totally confident, they're trying to place the ball like AB was saying, they'll keep this front knee kind of bent and it'll kind of push forward instead of extending it out. So they'll have a soft front side and it'll kind of take away some of their throwing strength. But right there, he does a good job of keeping it solid up front.
Yeah, he transitions off that back leg really well, develops that power through his core.
But right there.
Right there, yeah, exactly. Yep. It's like he's just trying to drop the ball in instead of...
But look how short that stride is. That's what I'm talking about. He's trying to throw it softer with his legs instead of kind of taking it off with his arms. Yeah. So in that sense, there might be some accuracy problems that come with that. It's hard to be consistent doing that. But he's got all the tools you could ask for in a quarterback.
Yeah, and again, he's a sophomore, so...
Yeah, which is insane with this film.
That's a great ball in a tight window. You see the developed arm strength there, kind of an ability to drive it in.
Oh, here's exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about that front side. Watch his front knee here. After he throws, it's going to be stuck kind of bent, and that's why this ball gets so much air under it. And it's kind of one of the weaker balls in his... Yeah. It's kind of hard to see here, but see how that front leg is still bent?
He almost baseball pitched that instead of driving off that back leg and just throwing it.
Right, and you still want that solid front side, even if you're going to lob the ball over people's heads.
Yep.
But this
you direct the ball with your arms, not with your legs.
Right. But he's got incredible arm talent.
Yes, he does.
He's got
a nice quick release.
To be able to throw this on the run like this is not something sophomores in high school do. This is why he's a 4-star.
This is legit what they just were hyping Zach Wilson up about, the guy that went number 2 overall in the draft. Not that this kid's going to go number 2 overall in the draft or anything, but similar throws like that, you kind of see some stuff that flashes at you.
Right. And again, watch this really short stride, here. That's just something that can be fixed, but it's the reason, why some of these throws might come off funny. And as a sophomore, that's not the biggest deal to try to fix.
Not at all. But lower body mechanics are a lot easier to fix than upper body mechanics.
Right.
He'll be doing a lot of drops across the field.
And these throws, I just want to reiterate, these are not throws normal sophomores make.
No, not at all.
Some of those throws across the middle are throws that Chubba didn't have in his tape that I was kind of criticizing him for, but...
he's pump faking guys. You can tell he trusts the offense. He's obviously been coached well. See, he can move. He does a great job. He does a great job in the pocket. Those light feet, I talked about that he kind of dances back there. I mean, those are the tools that you want to see, is a guy that can manipulate the pocket well and not have to just run around. He can step up, he can step back, he can step side to side and be successful. You don't see a lot of the anticipation, but again, he's a sophomore. I mean, these are a lot of single reads.
Yeah, he's working in a spread offense here, so the reads are a little bit simpler. But I would be kind of curious to see his accuracy stats against some of the better teams he plays.
Yeah, I think he was like 70-some% or something like that on this season. Again, he's able to manipulate. He's not looking to run. He's looking to throw, but he gets out of the pocket nicely. There's he's touch throw.
Just making solid throws all over the field.
There's a good ball. Let's watch him here again.
Yeah, and what's nice about him is he seems to be able to open up the whole offense for Norvell, right? He's running some of those read options. He's making some of these downfield throws. It's not like
he's got some of the Chubb. He's got some of the Chubba tools, but I think he's a more polished passer.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah, I would definitely say he's one of the more talented kids that Florida State's landed at quarterback in some time. And he's probably up there in that Malik Henry world. And hopefully he pans out better than Malik did. But talent-wise, he's got a lot of the tools you're looking for.
Yeah. High 4-star kid that IMG's developing. It's hard to complain.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, he's a nice pairing with Nico Marchiol, who's a lefty. They both do a lot of the same things, and they both do them pretty well.
There you go. That's a good drive.
Yeah.
No, I agree, and it never hurts to have too many good quarterbacks.
Yeah, I know. In today's world, where quarterbacks are looking to move and get on the field early, I think they're in a good situation. With the quarterback recruiting.
Right. You definitely want to be on the side of the team that has too many quarterbacks rather than the team that's looking to get a transfer.
Yeah, right. Agreed. There's some athleticism there. You like to see that. I mean,
yeah, he's probably not going to light the world on fire with his feet, but he's solid enough that these plays, you got to be honest about it.
Yeah, agreed. Like when we see Tate running some of the read stuff, I mean, you know that you don't have to respect him quite as much. I know sacrilegious as that is for me to say in front of you right now, Kevin, but
no, he is not a running quarterback. I would agree with you.
This is a young man. I think you could activate the run game for him, and he could get you 35, 40 yards a game if you wanted him to.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's exactly what you need. A kid that's going to be dangerous as a passer, but also keep you honest.
Yeah. It keeps that triple option stuff that they like to do with Jordan in the fold.
Right, and hopefully, he's a kid that has the mental tools as well as the physical. Like, it's obvious that he's a D1 player out here. It's obvious he's a high 4-star by just seeing him a foot taller than everybody else. But it's good to have him and Nico on campus, and which one picks up the offense better, which one's a better fit for the system.
I was just getting ready to say, it's nice to see not a lot of glaring misses, but now he's starting to throw the ball high a little bit. So
yeah, I think that comes with the shortened stride that he tends to go with. But man, he throws it well on the run too.
Yeah, he does.
But that's because of a natural arm motion.
Yeah, it's very fluid. Still like to see that elbow a little higher, but it's okay.
So what are your overall thoughts?
I mean, I think he's definitely a high 4-star kid. I think he, I said it earlier, I think he's one of the better quarterback prospects they've recruited in a while. I think he's got the tools with the lower body, upper body mechanics. He's very in rhythm. He's a guy you're going to be able to set back and let him read the field, both sides. You're not going to just force him into one side. I don't think he's going to be a single read player just based on some of that film there. He shows some manipulation skills, looking guys off. I think I think there's a high ceiling and definitely a high floor there, which is what Florida State needs in the quarterback room.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with all those statements. It's the little things that take a quarterback like him and make them like a potentially great college football quarterback, but it's yet to be seen whether he has those traits. But as of now, he has all of the tools you could ask for in a recruit.
Yeah, he's got the base level stuff, and you just want to continue to see develop. I'm excited to see him at IMG this year, see how he does. I think that will be a good test to see where his skills have come. He was off last year, so I'm sure there's some rust that's got to get worked off. But yeah, I'm excited to watch him.
Thanks for watching. Hopefully we can do a little bit more of these recruiting videos as time goes on. Let me know if you like the format, and make sure to check out Tomahawk Nation for more great FSU content.